Hi my friends, in this video I will show you the car paint section of Simply Fast materials, and we will using the generic car by MOUVAL. It's created by Damian Mathew, and this is a perfect example for how to use these materials and how to make fast concepts so you don't waste too much time in creating materials or using very difficult materials which is so heavy, so the compiling speed is so low and you just waste time by compiling. So let's start. Thank you for Damian who allowed me to use his generic car in my video. So I will share the link of the product page in Blender Market. So have a look. It's an epic professional car object which you can use in your architectural visualization and make no brand issues, like if you're using brands what you don't have permissions to. So this is a very important thing why he created this product. So it's an combi, and let's have a look how we can play very fast with these car paint materials. So if we check out our material, our object, we see a very nice mesh, and here you see it's by MOUVAL, and this is an epic car which you can use in any of your products and concepts. So let's have a look like this, or a bit near zoom. No, I think this will be a good part. It looks from here. So let's start. So if you want to have a ceramic car paint, just drag and drop. You see how fast it is selected, and I see some issues. I changed the color and missed to adjust the thumbnail, but don't worry about it. It will be like this in the base form. So if we go a bit near here, so we can check out the material, what is going on here. We have the scale, of course. Yes, so we can play with the scale. We can play with the color, depending what color you use. And the specular tint, which you will see here. So if we change something to green, you will notice it at this part. So it's important what kind of effect you want. Sometimes you want it to have darker, sometimes it just should be lighter, depending on what you need, of course. So I like it to have a bit darker. And if we check it from the front, we can see better the reflections. So we can add flakes. You see, without flakes and with flakes, it will create this effect, like on the mirror you will see here. And what interesting is in our Simply Fast materials, they are very easy, but it looks like very expensive. So we can play with the roughness, of course. Do you see this orange peel like? This you can adjust just here. So without and with. This is a very big point you will notice later. If you have some reflections like here, it's a specialized car reflections, you will notice if you have it like this, it sometimes not look realistic. But if you have this orange peel a bit, where can I show it? It gets more depth to this paint. So let it like 1 and it will be great. You can play with the smudges. So if you have a rough reflection, you have some smudges, you will notice them if you play with the scale a bit, but not in this example, I think. So it's really depending on how it looks. There it is. So the smudges, here you are. Yes, so if we have less flakes, you will notice the smudges. Yeah? It's very important sometimes to get it like this. So now we have a metallic car and the performance is great. So sometimes it is a bit of a slowing down because of the compositor I used here. So I have specialized effects, but I don't want to have smudges, and I want to have a bit of flakes and less roughness. So we have a nice tint. So, and if I remember, Audi used some interesting colors like white, blue, and like a grayish one. So if you check like Audi or BMW, you will notice very interesting colors. So if we try to get some grayish effect, I will turn off the saturation of the specular tint first, go to color like this, for example, and now set up the value to this. And again, if you need, play with the flakes. Sometimes they give you the special effect, if you have roughness on, of course, to go something like this. Less flakes, perhaps, and darker specularity. So, and then you will get to this kind of color, which I really like for cars. And if you have a Volkswagen, they have all the similar, less saturated colors. Yeah, so this is a common color, I think, too. It looks very nice. And of course, it's depending on the lighting and the flakes you use, without or with. So you have full control here over the materials to get fast concepts here. And look at this, it's look beautiful. If we go to more vibrant colors, like red, before we have a very nice cyan blue, royalish blue. Let's try this. Give more of the color, specular tint to this point. You see, we can play around. If we want to have more, you will notice it here. Yeah. And it's depending on the lighting, you can achieve very nice results. Look at this. It's awesome. Let's turn again, bit some flakes on, play with the roughness, so you have more metallic one, less metallic. So it really depends on what you need without the coat over it. So sometimes you have only something like that. So it really depends to your needs. So we have the iridescent material too. You see how fast it was calculating. We have the compositor on, we have not a high kind of system. So let's check in the preferences. So if you go to the system, we have an old RTX 3080 and AMD Ryzen 9 5900. And it's a good system, good workstation here, but it's not the newest one, yeah? So we need to be aware of it. So, and you will notice in the car paint section, we have all very simple parameters to work with. So if we play with the, so value will be like the not affecting part here. It will be more like roughness. Oh, I don't hit this ground. Sorry, I need to select it first. So we have the hue. So depends on what you need. So sports car have much like this. I saw pearl effect. You can get it with this parameters here. The saturation, of course, you can have a less. Look at this, how nice it looks. And it's amazing. So how fast it is, and it creates really nice effects. So if you turn on the saturation again, set this to default value, hitting backspace, we can hit here invert. You see what is going on? It will invert it completely. So it really depends on what you need, or the full spectrum. You have much more intense effect here. So this is nice. So I like it very much. The brightness, of course. So let it like a bit of dark. You have so much possibilities to create very nice materials. So what the blend effect does is, so you can play with the blending of here, less blending, much more blending, and all the materials are fast and easy. And you will see we have the flakes inside it too. So feel free to play around with. My favorite car paints are metallic and the coat sparkle. So let's have a look. Look at this. And this color I like to have on an old Honda Civic, which is really emotional stuff to me, because I like the Japanese cars and the feel of it. You can achieve it with these materials here too. So it's all very, very nice materials and fast, how it's. Sometimes we need a solid mate. Look at this. Look at these reflections. How nice. I saw some of these in Germany, in Mercedes cars, using more like a matte painting or matte foils, which is creating this nice effect. So it's amazing. Camo will not be working here, I think. And you see it's a bit slower. So this is not a common way to use this material, I think. So I don't like it. In general, I'm not a fan of like camouflage, but we have this. Sometimes you need this. Paint Rusted is in working, I think. It's not that much intense in the depth, but it's giving you the need of it anyway. So in my version, in the newer version, it's not broken. In my version, it's broken. So you see, it's nothing do here. Paint Vanish. You see the quality, the results. What should I say? It's amazing. It's just amazing quality. So in Europe, in Germany, some uses the Arctic white color. So it's like very bright and not that white, but a bit of cold is inside it, a little bit, and then you can get this kind of car paint look. So what else we have? The coat sparkle, which I love so much. So it have similar effects like the ceramic, but it's more specialized for the coat sparkling on the second layer. Orange peel again. It creates just amazing results. So we have some metals here. I don't think they will fit to a car, but sometimes you can play around. So if I take like the metal anodized, it could be good, but I don't know. But the results are amazing. Look at this. It's awesome. If we go to inside of the car, we have. So let's fix up the camera first to 28, and we want to fly it inside the car. So, so it will be a bit of this. And let's give it a light here. Or we can turn off the windows first. There's the light. We put it here and a bit of more light so we can see something, okay? Look at these materials, just look at them. We have the seats here in high quality, and I prepared them and give them the velour Alcantara fabrics or the velvet is fitting here to this. And a bit of leather if you need. So we have the plastic, hey, here. We have the leather bumpy inside. We can play with the structure. Yeah. So you can just use others, of course. So if we take this here. So this is not fitting here. I'm not happy with it. So let's play with this one. Oh, yes, it's not working for this because of the UV unwrapping, I think. I don't prepare this, so some materials are not working that fine if you don't have the UVs for it. But some of the materials are able to go through it, so it will generate the material. So how to fix stuff like this? You go to the UV editor, go in edit mode to this object, and you see, what is this? So something went completely wrong. And for testing purposes, you can make the Smart UV project. And then you can test the materials. You see? It's not every time that great, but sometimes it's good. So what kind of color? It will be more in Germany we have like all in grayish way, something like that. And this same plate is, oh, where it is? Hello? This fabric plate. Is it this? No. Ah, here. You can get this kind of result, which is interesting and nice. So it really depends on what you need. You can play with the contrast directly. We play with the roughness, the shine effect, bump if needed, and the scale, of course. Yeah, so it really depends on what you need. But in my opinion, inside of this section, it should be velour or velvet, sorry, and then you adjust it to your needs, or something like that. Sometimes you have a bluish, or what kind color we have here. I would leave it in dark area and then play with the velvet effect. You see, it's important. Smudges if needed. Little bit is good, and put it to the dark. Or you have fully leather, and you just go to leather, and you have an effect like this. So have a look. You can play with the dot scale, the roughness, and of course the value if needed. But this will be the effect. So have fun, check it out, and create very fast, nice results. It's a bit of bright now because of the light here. I turn it very high. It will be something like that in general. And then you have hard leather, or you make a leather bumpy. It's okay too. So just test around and play around and have fun. So this generic car I can highly recommend to you, and have fun to create very nice materials, very fast materials. All the best and only the best. Bye.